Hello, people who happen to be listening to this video. What would be your idea of, idea? What is your opinion of being able to find sort of peace or a moment of relaxation while being in a routine? Let me close this window because it's very late at night. And by this I mean a routine, because I've drawn a picture, sort of. I'm not sure if graphics and computer digital drawing you can still be called drawing. Well, I drew a picture. Not that good quality of a picture, as you can tell by, well, it is what's on the screen right now. I call it Dome City. And I also had a dream when I don't know who was also with me, but it was someone. It was myself and one other person. And an orange soda. And, well, that's weird, I guess, for some sounds. There's not the crickets. And that actually was part of the dream. It was some sort of a zombie apocalypse, sort of trying to survive in some way. Survival of the fittest. But instead of going all out, like Captain Jack Harkness used to stay in sort of a routine, like John Green's Zombie Corns, by having a thing that you do every moment of the day, but it's scheduled, and just happens on a daily basis. And I don't know why I was dreaming of this, but this dream sort of reminded me of being able to find peace in routine, as I said before. Understanding, like, oh, this is something that happens, and even though it is some version of a zombie apocalypse and I'm in what looks like a church or something, maybe a library, but that's getting off the topic. Even though there is like this very other situation that I should be paying more attention to, in that moment, or actually in retrospect to a hypothetical situation, I was able to, and whoever this other person was to try to find a way to still maintain sanity during that. Tell me if you listen to this. Maybe. If you don't want to, that'll be okay. It was someone that I know, because, faces in dreams can only be faces that you've seen before. But I do take public transportation, so, I see a lot of faces, and I don't know as many people as the faces I've seen. Anyway, with this, there's a way that if you can connect another person's dream to your own life, connecting the day-to-day reality and stress being, well, instead of a survival life or death situation, would be more of a homework or bills or something, whatever, is the main thing that causes a stress response in you, if that makes sense. But let's turn this to day, and, well, during the daytime, and you might see in the video that I've switched I just had some fun with the picture, made it be, instead of like very dark and then it's very bright. During the day, there were things that were happening. You just go out, acquire whatever you need, go back to your main safe place of hiding, or just main safe place of wherever you feel safe. I don't know what that could be. And, well, in this place, you have a friend, maybe you've a lot of friends. I try to imagine that in this place, it could be just a simple room. It could be a whole city. As the picture, I'm trying to draw a dome, a city, maybe on Mars or something, some sort of colony. Maybe not even a colony, just domed off population of people that are sort of self-sufficient. You can get in and out if you want to, but why would you want to do that with the guesses that are outside. If there is a danger outside of where you are, what would be the reason for you to leave other than something that you actually really very much care about, if that makes sense? If a place, let's use Dome City as an example, or just a normal library, hold it out, like an empty library, if these places are your safe place, would you go to them just in times of danger or in times of no danger? Because when you're sitting in a place that you feel safe, but you go there because of something else, you could maybe possibly ruin the reason why you go to this place, and then after that, will only go there after some very bad event happens. If you are somehow able to get a place where you can feel safe and welcomed, and you can just live out your time, if you can find a place where you can spend time actually enjoying life, that's great. And that place even might cause you some stress, but not as much as the outside world, in which you have both metaphorically and physically, literally, domed yourself off from. What you have in this safe place is what you have acquired in your day-to-day routine. It is what you would believe that I need this to be happy, to just continue on living happily. That's a good thing, and maybe it doesn't even have to be a real place. You can close your eyes or daydream or imagine a place, like a mind palace of some sort, in which you could go, not physically, but spiritually? It's not spiritually, that sounds more religious. Mentally, that doesn't sound like the right word to use. Well, you could go imaginatively, or in some way, to this hypothetical place, imaginary place. But in that place, like a Dome City or some sort of thing, could just be a small domed room. Doesn't even have to be a dome if you have a good idea on what you actually want. And you spend your days and nights in the Dome City, or in your safe place. I'm going to call it a Dome City. In your own personal Dome City, with the things that you feel comfortable with, and the things that you use to feel happy. I don't know where I'm trying to get to here. I like the idea of being able to both mentally... Oh wait, it's called a happy place. Go to your happy place. But a happy place can only be in memory. It's a place that you've been to before. Let's say a hollowed out library. Why hollowed out? Just be a library. Or anywhere. School, your room, anywhere. A sleeping place. And well, in this happy place, apparently, what I'm understanding is that in the colloquial use of happy place is a place that you remember that you've had good experiences in. What I'm talking about in my sort of Dome City being peaceful is that you can create whatever you need to be comfortable in this routine that you have throughout the morning, the days, and the nights. I would recommend that you do this. I don't know how, but a Dome City of some sort seems useful, seems like a good idea to have when you have very stressful things happening. Let's say anything that's stressful to you, you need to have a place, either like mentally or imaginatively or physically, that you could go to and be happy and be enjoying. It doesn't have to be life. It could be some hypothetical version of life, or sort of a dream, not a dream, halfway of a dream. I don't understand how, if it was a place where you can imagine, and on the line that separates dreams from reality, on that line is where you could create your own safe place, your own Dome City, your own place where you could find a way to feel peaceful in your day-to-day life, routine, or night-to-night life. I don't know if you're like you go to sleep early. I am currently recording this. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Daniel from the Novel LS channel, and this is about Dome City and trying to find peace and routine, because those are two main thoughts that have consumed my thought process, and I'm really just using this to get my idea out while trying to convey to other people what might be a good idea. Because other than like books or some forms of media, a better recommendation is something that a person could do to make themselves feel happy with their situation. If you, for some reason, need to. And if you can just go out on a routine schedule, and in this routine schedule, it doesn't have to be like a young adult novel in which every day is different and there's an adventure and like Pan Am, you're gonna go and kill all the people that are your same age. Why did I go to that? Anyway, with a place of which you can feel comfortable like this, is a place that I would recommend to have in any form. On the line between dream and reality, which I can't really explain, or a physical place in the world. I'm gonna be off-world. I don't know what time in human history while listening to this. And if you are living in Dome City, please, that'd be amazing. How do you get your resources? Do you go out and collect them? Do they just materialize? How in this ideal place, not even an ideal place, in my imagination, a Dome City where you can just control the climate or whatever's happening is an ideal place in some sort of way. In whichever place you can imagine to be your happy place. Don't think it's just a place where you can be happy there. You think of a way you can sustain it, which is the routine. And then with the routine and the place itself are what keep the ideal of a happy place together in the end. At the end of everything, not of everything, that's heat death, or whatever happens to the universe. At the end of this talk, just have a happy place, have a Dome City, metaphorically, and then with that, have a way to sustain it. Because sustainment and the routine of needing to sustain it could arguably be more peaceful than just the happy place existing. Does that make sense? Anyway, I don't know, these things I'm trying to make these be 13 or 12 minutes, but it looks like they're about 13 minutes, so sorry, and thank you for listening to this, and please tell me what you think of the art or any of these ideas, and this sort of thing that I've been talking about. Have a good day.